get that going.
IG.
Okay. Welcome back to another episode of HighT3Z, you guys. This is now episode 10, I believe. Double digits. We've made it. It's kind of special that for our double digit episode that we have upgraded gear. We're off of the mini mics that were very uncomfortably annoying to use. They were always malfunctioning, turning off, all sorts of mumbo jumbo. And none of us are like tech wizards, so we had no idea when it was going on like that. If you're new here, my name is Roy, and I am joined here with our lovely co-host
Jeffrey.
And for this week's episode, I am going to give the reins over to Jeffrey to kind of lead and direct.
Oh yeah. So for this week, I wanted to dive deep into the whole idea of friendships.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna ask you a question.
Hit me.
What do you value in friendships?
What do I value in friendships? I think loyalty, and probably honesty. I mean, it's simple, but I think in any relationship, regardless of whether it's just friends or for like love, family, anybody, unless you have loyalty and honesty, it's just never gonna work out.
What do you think is the breaking point then?
The breaking point. For me personally, it's kind of like in baseball where you have 3 strikes and you're out. Obviously, it would depend on the strikes as well. If it's very severe, 1 strike and you're out. I typically tend to kind of overlook and forgive though often, just because I guess in a simple way, I have separation anxiety amongst everybody.
Yeah.
Like I hate to see people that I care about and love like just walk out, or like again friends too, because you have friendly love, but then again, I guess if you do something that again, just depends, I guess. I'll end it there. It just really depends.
Okay. What about like white lies?
White lies.
Definition,
please.
Like small little lies. Small lies that someone can get away with. However, if the other person found out about those lies, then it would kind of, I wouldn't say ruin the whole relationship, but it would definitely not be good for the friendship.
Wait, so white lies are basically just small lies, like, not meant to be like harmful?
Yeah.
Like they just think they can get away with it?
Yeah.
Kind of like that?
Yeah.
I mean, I'll be really honest. I mean, I've probably told my fair share of white lies. But even then, it just kind of would have to depend on the degree of what the lie is. If it really was harmless and I found out about it, I don't think it would bother me too much. Mm-hmm. Like, say, I asked someone if I could borrow $5 and they said, I don't have it. And then I found out that they have it. No, I'm not going to really care about that. That's petty lies at that point.
Yeah.
But if it were to like, say, affect my plans, my schedule, especially if it was something I expected, I was waiting for, I'd be pretty upset. I don't know. Like, I would be pretty upset. Now, what about you? What do you value?
Let's see. So what I value the most in a friendship is someone that can help me grow. Just become a better person. Mm-hmm. When I'm kind of messing up here and there, I want someone to be there to be like, hey, like, no, stop, go a different route.
To call you out.
Yeah.
So you take criticism well?
I do take criticism well.
You take criticism well.
I used to not until I realized that I should.
Right. Especially from your peers, because, people see you in a different light than how you view yourself, and the way that you view yourself will always be biased.
Yeah. And me being religious and all too, and like that's the whole part of me that I like the most is I want someone who can help me grow like in a more of like a spiritual way, towards my religion and things like that.
Okay, so then wait, very specific and personal between the two of us about the whole religion thing. I don't necessarily believe in it. But are you just kind of like okay with it? Because I don't necessarily like bash you for it.
I don't care.
I don't say, oh, okay.
Yeah. No, because like I don't hate anyone who's not of the same belief as me. I don't like disrespect. Everyone's inclined to believe what they want to believe.
Right.
Just it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah. You sick?
No, just allergies.
Weather change.
Autumn allergies, fall allergies.
I gotcha. Yeah. So, what would you say then? If you had a best friend, right, and he somehow just kind of threw everything out of his way about the friendship, what would you do? Like everything just becomes
realistically. I mean, I just kind of leave them alone. I don't. It's not necessarily like a cut them out of my life type of leave them alone, but it's just like if they're busy doing their own thing, like I'll just let them be. I'm not gonna reach out. I'm not gonna go after and like try to maintain a friendship when someone clearly values something else or someone else, which is, it happens. There are people who, might fall into a certain hobby and get completely addicted to it, or there could be an incident where someone finds love and they begin to just spend all their waking moments with them. And I don't think there's something wrong with that. Again, I don't blame them, but if they're doing their own thing, let them do their own thing.
Okay. So what if this best friend of yours, right? He, and that's not, when I ask this question, I don't want to make it seem like, friendship is more important than love for like a specific partner or anything. However, if they pay like zero attention to the whole friendship, but then they pay they give their entire attention to someone else, let's say their significant other, what does that make you feel? How does that make you feel?
It makes you feel pissed.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't feel pissed though at that point? It's like when you start to devalue your friendships for your relationship, that's when that's a toxic relationship. Because as humans, we're built to have social interactions, and it can't just be fulfilled with one person. You and that person end up becoming so dependent on each other that's where the toxicity begins. And it blows my mind, because like me personally, I have friends who are in very great, strong, loving relationships like yourself. And then I know a couple of people who put themselves in toxicity, and it just like blows my mind as to like what could be so appealing about that, right? Like I talk to them and they will openly admit that it's toxic, and they continue to just stay in that. And I've also heard that sometimes a toxic relationship can be fun. And
I see that.
To an extent, I can see it. I can't understand it, but I can see it. But it's like,
maybe it's like
when you're young, I can see it.
Yeah.
Like when you're young, like, we're not old at all, but we're also not high school young.
Yeah.
That like a toxic relationship, obviously it can happen at any time in your life, but man, when you're at a certain maturity that you can realize that it's toxic, but you still stay, that's immature. I couldn't. So would you call your friend out if they were in a toxic relationship? Because like they're tunnel vision through just love. They're blindsided, right? So they can't see it. But you see from the outside point of view that it is a toxic relationship that no one is getting any benefit from. Would you step in?
If I still value that person as a friend, if I still value that person as a friend and I want to continue the friendship with them, then yes. However, if I don't see anything in them that could help me in any sort of way, then no, I wouldn't care. I'd be like, all right, you're on your own at this point. Yeah. I don't really care enough to think about that for you.
So you wouldn't like stage interventions?
No.
For people who are wait, so but would you stage interventions for other issues?
For them?
Yeah, for your friends. Or is it like, man,
if you're,
figure it out,
and like I said, like if you're my friend, yes. If you're not my friend, no.
Oh, okay.
Like let's say like you were my friend, but you aren't anymore, then no. Because like I have this personality where I can cut off people really easily.
Yeah, I never understood that for people.
Yeah,
I never understood that. It's hard for me to just throw away people. Even if I don't really care about you, then
yeah,
no, I don't care about you. But
no, because like for me, it's like once I make my mind up, it's done. It's over. There's nothing you can really do to convince me back.
I think that's where we differ. I think that's the part where it becomes easy for people who think like you. For me, it's just really hard to like mentally just
let go.
Yeah, just imagine like spending time or spending the rest of life without ever talking to them or seeing them.
Yeah, and I mean, like, especially like if you've built like this strong connection and bond with each other, and all of a sudden you just end it for some reason, then yeah, it would definitely be hard. But for my sakes, like I've never had like a friendship where it was close in the beginning, but then it had to end because of something. Yeah. It's either I was never really close with that person or we just fell off or we already had fallen off. Yeah. Okay, so
yes, sir.
Going on what you said about immaturity, what's the most What's the most immature thing a friend has done in front of you? Let's say in front of you, to you, to anyone else, whatever. Anything they've said, anything they've done, maybe they've thought about and they just had to explain that situation to you. Anything.
The most immature thing? See, that's hard for me to say because...
Or let's say this, the most messed up thing.
Immature. The most messed up thing?
Yeah.
The most immature, maybe not immature like you said, but the most messed up thing that I can think about very recently, had made plans to go down on a trip. We did. We made plans to take a trip down to Austin, and that trip specifically, why it seems like we can't get over it is just for me personally, I don't have a lot of time off from work. I work every single day. So I made specific time out of my schedule to set that up. And like, we did that like 2 months in advance, 3 months in advance.
Yeah.
And so if you guys saw the episode, you guys know what happened, but if you want to know about it, you guys can go back. I don't want to dig too much into it, but what ultimately ended up happening is, we decided to stay back. We lost money on the room, and then this is where the messed up part comes in, is that I don't know necessarily how much about you, but on my side, when I was worried so much for when he got, this incident, there was no information being passed to me about what and how he's doing, right? And it's like, if you don't want to mention it, like, I don't know, just tell me that you don't want to tell me. It's just like not knowing anything, but also getting no response is like, oh, did you fucking die? Like, what the fuck happened to you? Like, what am I supposed to take that as? And what really hurt was that we hung out that Saturday.
Yeah.
The incident happened the day right before. We hung out that Saturday, and I know that we didn't reach out, but we assumed that he was...
I did.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I did in the morning.
I didn't reach out just because I assumed that he's probably just going to need his time. Actually, fuck it. I'm sure I messaged. I'm sure I reached out asking if he went to the hospital. Like, if he's okay. And all I got was that he doesn't know. He doesn't know what happened, but that he's okay. But
I think he did. Didn't he
I'm
say... I'm
pretty sure I got that
Didn't
message.
he say, like, ask me what happened?
Did he tell me to ask you?
That's why you asked me.
That'd be super fucked up.
He did. I remember it. He's like, ask him to...
So then, damn, he didn't even want to tell me, like, himself. And here's just like where it gets super fucked up is when he texted you that he thinks he's gonna go down to see her.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, like...
Well, here's the thing. We don't know if he did. He just said he wanted to.
Yeah, we don't know, but it's just the fact of being able to tell us after we told him that, hey, because you're not feeling good and we're fucking worried, we're going to stay behind and we're going to cancel the room. We're going to lose money, but we're going to do it because we care about you.
Yeah.
And instead of just being like, hey, like, if he really felt bad, right? Because he told me that he doesn't want at least me to visit because he doesn't want to feel bad. If he really fucking felt bad, then if he was feeling good enough to make a 3-hour drive, fucking make it up to us.
Yeah.
Come hang out with us. Do something with us.
Yeah.
But then that's what really irks me, and that's why I say it's messed up. Like I mean, from my stance, I don't know what to believe. I found out that they're both liars. One is also hypocritical. That's why he's not here. I'll be really honest with you guys. I'm sure he's with her again this week. I am sure. You know, and that phone call. Man.
Last week.
If you're listening right now, I hope you know that you are a snake. You are a snake. If anything, a snake. But you're not a good snake either, because like, man, I don't talk to you that much, but I think I'm a pretty like, man, I'm not smart. I don't know the damn right word. I'm a thinking person, man. I think about everything that goes on.
Overthink.
I'm an overthinker, especially. And if you're going to call me and you're not going to realize that I can pick up the tone of voice. Man, I know what you do. You told me that, I mean, I don't remember what you told me, but when you're home, typically your voice stays dormant, you know? But to pick up the phone with all this energy, all this upbeat in your tone, and I didn't realize, but he just showed up with presents because of...
To our viewers out there, please be straightforward with your friends. Please, please, please. Please, like, even if it's a white lie, just admit it.
Talking to the mic.
Oh, sorry. Just please admit your white lies to your friends.
Yeah, honestly, it's so fucked up because, like, as friends, we're going to do our best to understand. I don't see the point in trying to hide it. It makes no sense. And it's like, what really irks me is that every single time I told him, hey, you can just be straight up honest with me. I really, like, maybe I care, and maybe I shouldn't even care because it has nothing to do with me. But it's like, I'm not going to judge you for it. Just be honest with me and tell me so that I also know what to expect, right? I think that's where it gets also really messed up, is that you're probably not listening because you told me that you don't even listen to your own podcast. You're just not considerate of other people or other things that you just don't care about. And that shit also pissed me off.
Yeah, so about that whole ordeal, I'm pretty sure you guys as the viewers know who exactly we're talking about at this point. What icked me the most was, you know, I was the one that mentioned the whole trip. You know, I was the one that brought it up. I'm the one that
wanted to go.
Yeah, I'm the one that wanted to go. I was the one who found all the places for us to go and eat and, you know, look. I made the reservations for everything. You know, if anything, I was probably the most hyped because I was the one that brought it all up. And then all of a sudden I get this sudden text. And, you know, here's the thing. And you and I, we discussed this. It's not to say that we don't think that whatever happened to him didn't happen. It very well, it did happen. But was it as severe as it was? I don't think so. And what aches me the most is that this was like premeditated.
And that's what you believe. You believe
this is what I believe. Yeah, that's what I believe. And so, you know, I told you, I was like, oh, dude, like, I'm thinking about something right now, and I need to tell you about this. And what ended up being true, what I ended up thinking about the entire week turned out to be true. You know, so like all my suspicions and my speculations were true. And so that's why I believe that everything was premeditated.
Assuming that he actually got, like, whatever happened to him actually happened.
Yeah.
Okay. So it was like, oh, because this happened, an opportunity arose.
Yeah.
Let's take advantage of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see them as being people who do that.
And, you know, that hurt me a lot because, you know, we were all looking forward to it. And that kind of makes me...
Where's the light switch?
It's right there.
It's so fucking far.
Hang on. Pause. So...
Speaking of, going back to it.
Yeah, so... I don't know, man. I mean... I'm sure you and I, we were hella excited for this trip.
I mean, I believe he was too. It's just so conniving of him to... Well, okay. Let's not bash on him too much because all in all, like, it was our choice without him to cancel the Airbnb.
Yeah.
But it's like, again, I think just where I come from is that like if
we took consideration for him like that, you know, the best that he could do was take consideration for us too.
Yeah, again, like we cleared up time, so might as well spend that time with us. What the fuck are you doing going down spending time with your goddamn fucking ex? Man, please, everyone, just be honest and don't be hypocritical, especially. The hypocritical part is what really fucks with me, because it was just like all this judgment, you know, all these words that now they mean nothing to me. But like when I heard them all, it was just like, man, this is how this guy thinks. And because he's my friend, like, I respect the way that he thinks. So I was like, oh, maybe what I'm doing is stupid. Maybe what I'm doing is wild. Maybe what I'm thinking is all this and that. And it's just like,
and that's why I texted you. I was like, dude, you're basically his puppet. Like, you sucked up to him a lot.
Yeah.
And that's what I saw.
Yeah, and that's not okay.
And that's the thing. Like, I never imagined that someone like that, someone that I valued as like a really like good friend, one of my best friends, would
to do something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's strange. You never expect it. It comes when you least expect it every single time.
He's a simp, but he takes it way too far. I don't get it. It's like, where's the balance, man? Like I just don't understand that balance. And it's like,
no, like, okay. So me talking from his standpoint, they haven't seen each other in a while. Mm-hmm. You know, they clearly do miss each other.
First of all, let's get it very, very clear so that everyone can know that they're exes. They're not like fucking hookup buddies that recently got reconnected. They're exes. Yeah. And I think it's a fucking cardinal rule. Never get back with your ex.
Because it was toxic in the beginning too.
It was toxic.
I mean, he admits it too. He admits that it was a very toxic relationship.
Yeah, she admits it too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they both are okay to go back into it.
And now something else has arrived that we don't know, that we didn't know. Mm-hmm. And I told you this too, you know, about...
Oh, yeah. Hey, fuck it. Why are we hiding from it? What was it that you told me, Jeffrey? What is this hidden news that really shocked us?
I don't know if I should say it, to be honest. I don't know. A little bird once told me.
A birdie told him.
A little bird once told me. A random stranger just in the middle of the street came and told me that his ex is also doing things with her previous ex.
Wait. Digging into that real quick before you continue onwards, is that what the person told you, that she was doing things, or just that she's in love with both of them? Because we got to get that right. We got to get that straight, because the thing is that us mentioning it is one thing, but getting it wrong is another thing.
So she said love.
Okay, so we don't know if she's sleeping with both of them. She just has feelings for both of them.
I did ask. I did ask the little birdie.
Okay.
Hey, well, I asked the person that told me that heard it from the little birdie.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. Whisper. We don't want people to know.
Okay.
We don't want people to know. It's a secret.
So, so I asked, like, is she, like, doing things with her ex, too? Like, you know, or, like, are they fucking?
Oh, okay.
And she's like, yeah.
Oh. So we don't got to worry about what we're saying, really. So she's sleeping with both of them.
Essentially, yes.
Essentially. Because at this point, at this point, so then that person told you that she's sleeping with her ex.
The person that told someone else, and that person heard it from the little birdie, told me.
So wait, so this news has been traveled through a few people.
A few people know.
So she told her friend, and say her friend told another friend, and that friend told another friend, and that person told you. Something like that.
Yeah.
With a few people in between. So we're not really sure if like the version that you got is the actual version.
The true version.
Yeah, we're not sure about that.
Yeah. Because at this point, I don't know how many people know. I know, we know.
Right.
There's 2 other people that know.
The person that told you knows.
Yeah.
And then whoever that person got it from knows.
Yeah, and then whoever else knows, someone else.
But
knows.
wait, didn't you tell me that the person that told you heard from his ex's really good friend?
Yeah.
So it could just be like. So I think it'd be pretty good to trust what the person that told you got it from. I think that would be. I don't think that person would lie to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like with this news,
essentially, so basically, it's an open relationship. It's an open relationship.
Polygamy, guys, polygamy. But we always understood him as a monogamous person.
Well, I mean, yeah, I really did.
And with his views,
yeah,
like polygamy would be the very last thing. Like he would get persecuted for that from his viewpoint. Like he should be hanging himself. I'm probably gonna cut that out. That's not really what I meant, but I meant that like in his own mental government, he would hang himself and get himself killed.
Yeah,
like that guy comes from a very, very, very conservative
mindset,
Asian traditional mindset. Like
yeah.
he told me on the pod that he wants to find like a East Asian girl who is. In his words, you guys, not mine. You can go back to episode 3. He said he wants an obedient East Asian woman, and
there's nothing wrong with it.
No, there's
nothing wrong with it.
That's what he wants. That's what he values. And there are, I'm sure, people that'll suit him very well.
It's just what's happening now with him. It is
what is happening right now.
It's kind of contradicting a lot of things that we know about him.
Mm-hmm.
We'll say that.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's one other thing that I want to ask you is, what do you think about being fake?
What do I think about being fake?
Like, do you think it's appropriate to act fake in certain situations? In certain situations, like you have to.
It's really funny. If you are listening to this and you know me from the past, do not judge me for that. Judge me for right now. No, I fucking hate fake people.
Really? Like you don't even think like
hate fake people because I used to be fake as fuck.
Oh, okay.
And that shit is just like thinking about like no, it's not. Be real.
Then do you think white lies and being fake are essentially kind of the same thing?
Oh, they're the exact same thing.
You think so?
I don't think there's any reason to have a white lie.
So really?
Yeah. Like any lie. Like again, that's just how I view it.
Okay.
That's just like that's how I treat like even new friendships now.
Yeah.
Like for the most part, like I'm a pretty bad texter now, and oftentimes like I'll see the message, I'll go back to it, and I never go back to it.
Well, I mean, we gotta understand this. You're like high 10 out of 10 times.
No, but like I genuinely see them and I tell myself I'm gonna go back to it, and I always forget to go back to it.
I wonder why, right?
So then like a few hours, like sometimes even a couple of days will go by.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of times when that happens and it's like a new friendship that maybe you care to nourish or start, you might tell them a white lie. Like, oh, I'm so sorry, like this happened to me. I got really busy and stuff like that.
So would you do that?
No. I can show you text. I'll just straight up say, hey, I forgot. I saw it and I just never got back to you. I didn't see it. Or like I didn't see it would be contradicting what I'm saying. Like I'll just straight up tell them why like I haven't replied.
Okay.
Like I just simply forgot.
So what if this is a circumstance that you're either gonna have to be fake or you're really gonna have to hurt the person's feelings?
Oh.
So that's what I mean. I don't know if that clicked, but I should have been more specific.
For the sake of my friend's emotions. I think it would just depend. It would really depend on what's going on. Because
that's what being fake is. It's like for the emotions of the other person. Like you don't want to hurt them,
Right. Because I think so then going a little bit backwards, I think that's the difference between being fake and a white lie. Because a white lie is for your own benefit, realistically, and then being fake, I mean, it can be for your benefit, but it can also be for your friend's benefit. Yeah. But I don't understand a white lie for your friend's benefit then. Oh wait, no, but it's also the same. Never mind, they're the same thing because you can make a white lie beneficial for your friends. Right. I think because do I look pretty? Yeah. Because that could be a white lie, but that could also be being fake.
What about this? Like you don't have a problem with this person. You just don't want to be close to them, but you act like you're close to them. What about something like that? That's also being fake too.
That's not me. I just wouldn't pretend to be close to them.
Because a lot of people do that.
A lot of people do that. And here's the thing. I think people do it because they get into their own head and it's like, oh, I don't want this person to hate me, or I don't want this person to think I'm an asshole. And that's honestly a fair thing. I don't think you can judge someone for that, because who wants to be hated by somebody?
Yeah.
Right? Step into a higher tier of mind thinking like I am, and you just simply, or like we are, and you simply forget to care about what other people think about you.
That's very
because
true.
There's so much going on already in my own life
that
if I spend time thinking about what other people think about me, I'm never gonna get to what I need to do.
Wait, what if they're a really close person to you?
Like, there's someone important to me?
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing. If they're important to me, yes, I will value how they view me and what they think about me. But at the same time, because they're close to me, I won't worry about like being fake to them or having to be fake with them, because simply if I have to be fake around you, then that is extra energy that I am exhausting for you, and I do not care about you enough to do that. I simply do not. Like, if I don't like you, if I don't seem to want to be friends with you, I will make it very clear.
Okay.
I feel like that's like a really bad thing to say. Like, what if we like get more popular and people know this and they're like, oh, he doesn't even want to interact with us. And it's like, no, that's not the point. I care about you guys.
That's not the point.
I care about our listeners. I do. I very much do. It's just people I don't.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, the world has become too sensitive. And that's what I truly believe. The world has become way too sensitive. You know, like, I have to cater my own thought process and my own words for the sake of someone else's emotions. And I don't want to sound like an asshole, but if I think something and if I want to say something, obviously not like a slur or anything bad, but if it's like just my honest thought, like, I think I should have the right to say it.
Right.
You know, like,
even if it would end up
even if it hurts you,
just to be like straight up.
Yeah. But here's the thing with me, and I think we talked about this a little bit beforehand. When it's something small, wait, I think I'm about to contradict myself.
No,
I think I am. I think I'm about to. If it's a small lie, I'll do it just for the sake of having to avoid the problems that'll come if I tell the truth. Like, if it's something severe, then I'll call them out and I'll tell them and stuff like that. But for some reason, like, if it's something small that I can just simply get it over with and not have to even, then I'll do it. So, if you want my honest truth, I'll tell white lies for my own sake, for my own benefit.
Yeah, you kind of just contradict yourself there.
Yeah, but I try not to be fake.
Everyone does. Everyone tells white lies. Everyone is fake at points. You know, it's inevitable.
But I try my best to be 99% real and just like never even tell lies about things, even if it might hurt them.
Yeah.
But again, okay.
I mean, I do too.
Here's why I say 99%.
Yeah.
Because I'll only lie if a girl asks me about her appearance. I will only lie during that time, because
I like it.
I think the listeners should get a little bit of an insight. I don't think I'm the best looking, but I have really unbelievable standards.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
He does.
I have really weird issues.
Do you want to talk about those?
If it helps to understand it a little bit, like, take a look at me. I have body dysmorphia, so my standards go alongside that, and it's been something that I've struggled with ever since like I was in high school. I don't get any help. My mom doesn't, like, my family doesn't believe in that route. Very traditional, like, just get over it, you know. But obviously it's not working that well. It affects how I make relationships as well. I'll be very honest. I don't know what to say that won't get me in trouble.
Just say it.
No. It's my own personal issue that I'm working on.
All right. I'll ask you a question.
Okay,
all right, so let's say she's a bit, you know, plus size. Okay. Plus size woman comes up to you and says, "Hey, do you think I'm a little bit fat?
Wait, again, okay, sorry. I don't want to cut you off, and I don't want to I just need a good visual representation in my head, because your plus size might be very different from my plus size. Let's say 0 is like someone with like an eating disorder, skinny, like just boom,
anorexic.
Anorexic, that's the word. Yeah, someone with that. And let's say 10 is like the people you see on like TLC with like
morbidly
1,000 pounds. Yeah,
okay,
like that can't get out of their own bed or anything. On the scale, where are we sitting at?
Okay. We'll go straight at the middle.
Just straight at the middle. So if sorry, just to get more specific, if 0 is like fucking 70, 80 pounds, and let's say they're all 5 feet 5, right?
5'5", okay.
5'5", and they're 80, 90 pounds at 0, and at 10,
80, 90 pounds. Okay, yeah.
At 5'5", that's pretty dangerous.
That is really low. Okay, yeah, you're right.
And at 10, let's take like
240. 5'5", 240.
Let's say 300. 300. Because I think I've seen some people, some women up there at like
5'5" and 300. Okay, that's insane.
That's really bad.
Okay, alrighty.
But 5'5" is also pretty tall for a girl, though.
It is
for a woman. So let's say 350. So it's smack in the middle. What is that? Like around 200.
You said 350?
Yeah, around 200, 220.
Let's say like 170.
170. Is that the middle? Am I not able to do math right now?
Because 300 is 150.
I know, but we're not doing 0 to 350. We're doing, let's say, 85 to 350.
Oh, you're right. Okay. It's like
210, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
At 5'5".
They come up to you and say, and they ask you, "Am I fat?" What are you gonna say? Like be straight up.
Like, this is just a random person. Mm-hmm. Oh, then yeah, I'll tell them straight up. Yeah, you're pretty fat. At 5'5", 210. God, right. Sorry, I don't. Whoa, sorry, but I think that statistically is overweight.
It is.
Yeah. So I'm in no wrong to say that you're fat if you're 5'5".
Even I think
even for a man.
Even
even for a man, if you're 5'5" and you're reaching 210-ish, like you're fat.
Yeah, because like people 6 feet, like 210 is like it's like the average.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, wait, 6 feet, 210? No, it's like 175.
Oh, I'm talking in like fitness standards then.
I mean, yeah, I guess if you're yeah, no, but for like the recommended, when you're
just an average normal Joe,
yeah, you should be like 175, 180.
Okay.
That's where my issues come in, because I probably on a good day am 140, and then on a really bad day I probably drop to like 135, 134.
How tall are you?
Really bad. I'm 6 foot.
You're 6 foot, exactly 6.
Yeah. I mean,
and you're 140, you said?
If they don't know, I'm 6'3".
Are you really?
No, I'm 6 foot.
If you're 6'3", dude, I'm 5'11".
Yeah, no, for my height, I am pretty severely underweight. But it makes no sense because I can't. Yeah, like
I don't think you're eating enough. Then
I don't know. I eat pretty big meal.
Okay, what do they consist of?
I eat one meal. Like I don't know. It's just home cooked food or outside food.
Do you eat 3 times a day, 2 times a day?
No, I probably eat like once. That's where it is. Yeah. Everything I eat, I burn by the time I eat again.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to eat again because I have like this. I also haven't. These are all undiagnosed. I'm just gonna straight up say these are all undiagnosed, but I can pretty much tell that I have it because of the way that I view my life. I also have this really weird eating problem. I'll say that because it doesn't have to do with me not being able to eat, but it has to do with me not being able to split my meal up.
Okay.
Like if I eat once, I eat until I'm full, and I can't stop. For some reason, I can't stop. So like when I go out, you'll sometimes see me eat like 2 entrees because like I gotta eat till I'm full. Like I can be satisfied with one, but because I won't feel full, it's some bullshit like survival instinct or something. It's like I don't know what I'm gonna get my next meal. I gotta eat until I'm full. Some bullshit like that. I don't know what it is, but I just cannot get over stopping my meal until I'm like stuffed.
Okay, so let's say you're like stuffed, right? 6 hour passes. Would you eat again?
No.
You can't? You wouldn't or you can't?
I can't. I also have like a mental block that I can't. It's weird. I have a really weird eating problem. I just call it a problem because for some reason I won't like to split my meal up, and I like deadass have a set schedule in my brain that I can't eat until like 24 hours pass.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, for some reason.
Dude, I don't know how you're alive.
I mean, but then again, these meals are like really big meals.
How big are we talking? Like how many calories would you say?
I don't count calories.
Okay.
I don't count calories. I can just tell you portion wise. Like if we were to go somewhere, like I can just tell you what I would order. Because like at home, it's just, if it's fair to say, like, you know, like a regular bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably eat like maybe 2 or 3 bowls of rice with whatever side dishes there are. So it's an uncomfortable amount, but for some reason I can't stop. Like there are times where like I'll be on the toilet right away, just sitting there because my stomach hurts. But like I enjoy getting to that point. I don't know.
That's not healthy.
It's not.
That's bad.
It's not. You know that day we had pizza and the chicken bake
at Costco?
Yeah, you know my Costco record with food? I had I don't know if you know, besides just their rotisserie chicken, but they have like wait, I don't know if they have it here. Cuz I've never actually seen it here in Dallas, but when I was in Oklahoma, yo, all you Oklahoma people, I fucking feel so bad for y'all. You know there's only one fucking Costco in Oklahoma?
Oh,
just
geez.
One Costco.
Let me see. Let me guess. It's in Oklahoma City.
It's not in the city.
Okay.
It's actually more up, kind of up and
Dang,
left.
it's not even in the city.
No, it's not in the city. I don't know. There's just a lot of open land there, so they don't necessarily have to go into the city. People will fucking drive. Okay. Every time you go, anytime you go, whenever you go, any day of the week, it is packed because it's the only Costco in the entire state. Yeah, it's fucking wild. They have this thing where they also have rotisserie chicken, but they have chicken wings, like chicken leg, chicken wing, no legs.
That's
like
cool.
The drums.
Yeah, yeah.
And it, like the set comes with like I think 8 or 10 of them, and it's like barbecue style. They're really good. But they also have like ribs as well. So I think we got the ribs because it was here in Dallas, and I just haven't seen the chicken legs yet here in Dallas. I ate like half the slab. And then I started munching on my hot dog. But I told my mom to get 2. So I finished those 2. And then I had a chicken bake.
Dang, dude.
Yeah, and then my brother got a chicken bake as well. But he also got a hot dog as well. But he couldn't finish all that. So I finished his half of the chicken bake. And then he couldn't finish his hot dog either. So I finished the other half of his hot dog. Dude. And like, this is no bullshit. I can literally show you myself doing it.
You don't have to do that. I don't want to see
that. I
that.
don't know why I eat such a fucking. I know why. It's because I'm always fucking high. It's really because I'm always high.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would
the munchies,
never eat like this.
The munchies just kick in.
Yeah, and then
no, I know what you mean though.
Yeah, I don't eat like this on a regular.
But dude, it's surprising that like you're not gaining weight.
It's surprising that I'm not gaining weight. If I look the same.
Yeah, I don't know how. Because I remember when I used to smoke, and I used to get the munchies too, dude, I just eat everything and I just be fat.
I think I saw a photo of you. I think
I showed you. I think.
Oh, I don't know. I saw it from Eugene. Yeah, he has a picture of you. He was like, this is like right before he started working out.
Yeah.
You know, he's like, what he explains as like your peak like chubbiness.
Yeah, I mean,
you weren't that bad.
No, it was bad.
It wasn't that bad, I think, because I didn't know what you looked like before.
Yeah.
But just seeing you, like, it wasn't bad. Now, if you ask me personally, yeah, you were pretty fat. Like, if you ask me personally, you were pretty fat.
No, because
I tried to look at it from other people, it wasn't that bad at all.
Because I was 190 at my peak.
Oh, wait, how tall are you?
5'8".
Oh, okay, so it's
195,
like slightly heading towards overweight.
Yeah.
And then what are you now?
Right now, I'm bulking right now.
Right.
So I'm 153, I believe.
But a lot more muscle, and back then it was more fat.
It was all fat.
All fat. Wait, do you know your body fat percentage? Do you have like a rough estimate?
When right now, I'd say like maybe 13 to 15 somewhere. When I was the leanest, which was last year, I'm pretty sure I was single digits.
And do you feel a difference in your energy level then? Now?
Dude, 100%.
You actually feel
100%. Yeah.
Dude, I'm probably in single digits as well. I'm always fucking tired.
Yeah, you probably are.
I'm always fucking tired. My mom's like,
good.
you gotta eat more. You gotta eat more to get more energy. And I'm like, I don't know how to eat more.
Just eat. Just stuff it down.
It's hard. I don't know. I genuinely need to get help with my eating problem.
Because I believe at this point, it's just become a habit for you.
It is. I had to do it for 5 years.
Yeah.
For 5 years, I've been doing this. I didn't realize until I like took
this
a
is
step
bad.
back. Yeah, I was like taking a shower. And I was like, how long has it been since I've been doing this? And it was like, it was since like right before. 4 years. I was like right before COVID.
Dang.
Right before COVID. And like when COVID hit, it really intensified because like I was getting the satisfaction of, you know, having my recreational fun. And that always falls back with an appetite. And when I was in Oklahoma, I don't know if they do it now, but when I was in Oklahoma, that's when I applied for my Chase Unlimited, and it gave me like DoorDash, like the DoorDash pass thing for like a year or two.
Yeah.
So I didn't have to pay any fees. So I would just get everything DoorDashed. And it was really fucking bad. And I did that for like 2 years. And that's like, I heard it takes 2 weeks to build and break a habit. So 2 years, you know, it's now, I don't know. If you ask me if I would ever stop, I think as simpy as this is going to sound, it would have to be because like the person that I love tells me to stop for like my health reasons.
Okay.
And no, actually, when I think about it, my ex never really stopped me. She would tell me that I should probably stop, but she would never tell me to stop. She was always just like, yeah, no, if it makes you happy, why don't you just like keep going on with it? But to also be fair, there was a week when I tried to stop, and it was my like the worst week I've ever lived through. I had like the most intense mood swings, and like I just couldn't control it at all. Okay, well, realistically, I probably could have caught myself and stopped, but then I just couldn't. Like,
what the?
Yeah, the emotion, like I don't know, like everything was pissing me off.
Okay.
And I remember she was like, "Hey, why don't you just go back to smoking?"
Oh, I see.
It was like, hey,
wait, was it the smoking or was it the eating?
It was not being able to smoke. That was like just like, because I don't know, like why do I do it? I do it because it gives me a buzz in my mind, like my mental space, and it keeps a lot of my thoughts down. It makes the world just very simple.
Are you high right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are.
Off the pod, I am. Off the pod. But like when I don't have it, it's like my senses all get heightened and dialed up. And I don't know, like a lot of things irritate me whenever I'm sober.
Nice.
I found that I'm a really grumpy person.
You should try cold turkey.
I can't do cold turkey. I can't do a lot of things cold turkey. That doesn't work for me. That works for you.
You should try
I'm
it.
Sure.
Try it.
No, I've tried it. That was that week when I had like, it wasn't, I didn't like dial it down because I've tried that. I've tried like, hey, like controlling myself, like, oh, like let's limit myself to like, you know, like let's say a few times a day. Yeah. To like once a day, to like once every 2 days and stuff. No, it's so readily accessible to me that like I was like, okay, last one. Then like a couple seconds later, one last one. Yeah, and then like next thing I know, I'm blasted already, and I already just have it sticking in my mouth. And
dang,
yeah, I have very little self control.
Okay, so to, like, when you went cold turkey that week, what did you do?
What do you mean? What did I do?
Did you just stay at home and do nothing, or did you?
No, I mean this was like I was still going about my regular day to day life. I just didn't have it with me wherever I went. When I usually would.
Did you try to find and like pick something else up?
Oh, like an
activity, a sport, whatever it is.
No, I just did my day to day.
Okay.
No, here's the thing.
I think that's where the problem is.
No, but here's the thing. When you come from where I like how I do it, when it's something that you hold on to next to you every single second of every day, I actually don't have it on me right now. I'm just in the effects, I guess.
Yeah.
Like it becomes difficult to it becomes hard and difficult to replace something that you're doing every second or every other minute, let's say. You know, like what could I do that I could also substitute that with? You know, I've seen people like suck on a straw. I'm not sucking on a damn straw.
Like people like chew gum.
You know what's super interesting? I stopped chewing gum when I started smoking. Yeah. I was convinced that I might have an oral fixation.
An oral fixation?
Yeah, because like even now when I out of nowhere I guess chew on gum because like I find piece of gum somewhere, like I won't have the need to smoke. But I don't want to chew gum. I just don't find the fun in gum anymore. I used to chew so much gum in like grade school, and yeah, no, just primarily like I would chew gum every fucking day, and now I'm sick and tired of it. I'm gonna check this right now. Actually, I got a message from somebody that I don't talk to. But it's really interesting because actually no, I'm not gonna dig into it. That just seems like I'm trying to dig into a conspiracy or something.
No, dig into it.
No, it's fine.
Just do it.
No, it's fine.
Dude, do it.
Anything interesting happened to you this week?
Nah. Same old, man. School and work.
Same old. We just boring ass people.
Just school and work. Whatever happens that day, happens that day. Nothing interesting.
So how long are you gonna wait for Modern Warfare 3? Let's not talk about that. I'm kidding. Sorry, I didn't prepare today. I don't know why I didn't. I tried to, but then I couldn't find what I was looking up. Hey, I want to ask you a question. How the fuck does duct tape unravel itself?
Unravel itself?
Yeah. Like all forms of tape. How it, like when you slap duct tape onto something, it's done deal. But how do you like in that roll? Like how does it peel off so easily? How does that work? How does the adhesive not stick to like here's what really messes with me, okay? I really hope people can understand. Tape comes in a roll, right? And when you use it, you can peel it off the roll very simply without ease. But when you put tape on
something
top
else.
of tape, even though like on something else obviously, but like when you rip out a piece of tape, slap it on something and slap another on top of it, like they're now stuck.
Yeah.
How does that work? How is it stuck when I use it but not stuck before I use it in the roll? How does that work? Does that make sense?
Probably like a special coating
that like goes away after you peel it off. It makes no sense because if there's a special coating on the roll to prevent it from sticking, then wouldn't that go off with it? But it's fresh. Like it's never been not sticky. Like how the fuck is tape unraveling from the roll, but when you use it, it's stuck? Asking big brain questions today. Right? It makes no sense.
Okay, well, how about this? Have you tried like a fresh roll of tape? Have you tried like squishing it down and then trying peeling it off? It becomes
Squish
a lot.
it down.
Like you squish it. Like it's a roll of tape, but then you press on it. Like you press on the roll itself.
No, I've never tried that.
You try to take it off, it's a lot harder.
I've never tried that. Why would you waste a roll of tape?
No, it's a lot harder though.
I don't know. And you also have you noticed on the sides of the roll it's stickier?
I mean, that's where all the adhesive is.
Oh, okay, never mind. That's a dumb question.
I like it. I like that. But yeah, no, because like when you're putting tape on tape, you're talking about when you're putting the tape, it's the adhesive on the top, right?
Right.
Not adhesive on adhesive.
No. Obviously that would be like
it's because you're squishing it down. Dude.
Oh, so you're saying that like a fresh roll of tape just hasn't been pressed together?
Probably, yeah. There's not enough pressure. Either that or when you so like when you're think about it, it's a lot easier for you to pull on something that's already like sticking out than it just being together like this. Okay. Because if you're putting tape on tape, then
wait, no, but actually now that I think about it, no, because there are times where like when you don't like clip the end or if you don't fold the end, it becomes flat and now you have to like pick it with your fingernail, but you can still pull it off. I mean, I guess you could peel tape off the wall like that as well.
Yeah.
Okay, then how about this? How does the glue come out of the bottle and not get stuck? Is it because it's just not dry?
Probably because it's not exposed to air.
You know what?
Either that or there's like adhesive coating in.
That makes sense. That was a stupid question as well. Did you know any kids that ate glue?
No.
Have you tried glue yourself?
I think okay. do you know the stick of glue?
The purple ones?
The purple one.
The
Elmer purple ones.
Everyone says the purple ones taste better.
I don't know what demon possessed me. I believe this was like in first or second grade. Okay. I just took like a nibble. I was like,
okay. Have you tried Play-Doh?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Dude, Play-Doh's bitter.
Bitter.
I think
it's pretty I was about to say sweet. Sorry, salty.
I think it was bitter.
It's just salty.
Really?
Yeah.
I tasted bitterness, man.
Bitter. Okay. What else? What this stuff? Oh, do you remember the smellable markers?
Yeah.
The scented markers?
Yes.
Do you remember the scented pencils?
Yeah, the wood.
Yeah.
The wood itself.
No color.
Yeah.
How expensive were those? I think they were like $3 for a pencil.
For a pencil? Or?
For a pencil, like for a scented pencil. And sure, it's scented,
Probably.
but $3?
Dude, in today's standards, that would be like $7.
Do you think that shit has gone up? Do you think like all the book fair stuff has gone up too?
Oh, yeah.
Do you think erasers are still like $1?
Nah, dude.
No?
I think erasers are like way expensive now.
Did you ever buy things at the book fair?
I bought one thing.
One day.
It was a Guinness Book.
Was it even a book? Oh.
It was a Guinness Book
So
of
it
Records.
wasn't a real book.
And I remember 2009.
2000. Oh wait, I think I had 2009 as well.
It was a blue one, I believe. It was blue.
Wait, do you prefer the World Guinness Book record book, or do you prefer Ripley's? Is it Ripley or Wrigley?
It's Ripley's, believe it or not.
Ripley's. Believe it. Yeah, which one do you prefer?
Ripley's.
Yeah, that one.
It's a lot more entertaining.
It's a lot more.
Have you ever gone to one of their wax houses things? No. Dude.
Is it weird? Wait, what kind of wax figurines would they have? Like the weird stuff?
Yeah. So like the world's tallest man.
Okay.
Or like the world's tallest like fish or spider or something like that. Yeah. Tallest, the biggest, I mean.
Okay.
Things like that.
I'm not too crazy about art like that. Have you gone to the ice show during like the winter times at Gaylord, Texan?
The ice show.
Yeah.
Oh, the ice. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I actually went last year.
Not ice. Don't worry, immigrants. Not ice. Not like that. Not deportation. Just the ice show.
You call them Mullins.
Yeah, I think it's like they hire like fucking 50 Chinese. I swear. No, I read an article. I swear to God, it's Chinese ice sculptors.
They show it on the screen right before you enter. Yeah,
they take like an entire month.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Do that shit.
It's
like
thousands of pounds of ice.
Yeah, I think the job would give me too much anxiety. Because like at one point, if you fucking chisel wrong and it breaks,
the entire thing breaks.
You have to start over.
No, because I thought about that. Last year's theme was the Polar Express, right?
Okay.
They actually shaped the entire like the train of
massive
on ice. It was huge.
Oh, okay.
It was huge.
Do you think that was one chunk of ice, or like it had to be like small chunks that they put together?
I'm pretty sure it's one chunk of ice.
You think? Okay, how big are we talking here? Wait, is it
Dude,
like bigger than this room?
Yeah.
Wait, but imagine how long that would take that water to freeze. And it was clear, I'm assuming.
No, it wasn't clear.
It wasn't clear. It was like frosted.
Oh my! They paint it too.
Oh.
So okay, I can't tell if it's like clear or not.
Dude, if that whole thing was clear, that would be intense.
No, I don't think it's clear because they just slab on like blocks of ice on the walls too, right? And some of them they're clear.
They still have the slide? The ice slide?
Yeah, they do.
That's super fun. Did you do that with your girl?
Heck yeah.
Super fun.
Well, I won it twice.
Did you have did they still have like because that one's like a huge slope with like a tube. Did they also have like a miniature one that you could just go down your butt? Mm-hmm. And that's also still all out of ice.
Yeah.
They put a lot of time into that shit.
They have like a whole ice skating rink in there as well.
They have an ice skating rink at Gaylord?
Yeah, they have a rink.
Really?
Inside the ice show.
It's part of
the whole ice show.
They do that now?
Yeah.
Okay, either I missed it or they just didn't do it back then. Because I went a long time ago. I went when it was Madagascar theme. That was kind of fun.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know how much fun it could be. I thought it was pretty miserable. It was just really fucking cold.
It was cold.
I don't know. It's not to say that I find no enjoyment in life, but when it comes to viewing art in a fucking freezer, I'm not about that. I'm not into it. Like I wasn't prepared to go into something like that, so all I had was the coat that they offer, like the blue parka that they offer you, and like it worked. But if I brought my own jacket, it would have been a lot warmer. You know,
100%.
I was just fucking freezing in there. It's fucking stupid. It does nothing for your legs. And I was just wearing like jeans. And you know how jeans are in fucking freezing temperature. Yeah. It's not fun.
It just gets colder.
It just gets cold. Yeah, it becomes ice itself. That shit was so fucked up.
Dude, could you imagine if they had like one of those like those water spraying machines there too?
That would be fucked up. But do your parents ever tell you stories about like how they used to walk to school and they would like,
no, my parents never did that.
Lucky bastard, dude. Every time, I swear to God,
I used to carry a donkey on my back.
Every damn time, I would tell her like, oh, like I ran like. Okay, let me tell you this one exact story. Back in ninth grade. Yeah, back in ninth grade. I used to ride the bus with this buddy of mine because he lived like 2 streets behind me, and so one day we walked out to like the space between the ninth grade center and the main campus because that's where all the buses would line up. Yeah. And when we were walking around, we were looking for our bus and we couldn't find it. For some reason, our bus was not there, and some other reason, the other people that rode my bus, they weren't there either. Like no sign of my bus existed that day.
So just took off.
The both of us were like, this bus just dipped, like it left. And when did school end? Like 3:30. Yeah. Like it was about like 3:35, maybe 3:37. Like most of the buses started leaving, but we couldn't find our bus. Our bus wasn't here, and again, we couldn't find the people on our bus. So we took the idea to walk. Okay. We had the bright idea that we're just gonna fucking walk all the way back home. And I'm gonna take a look right now real quick how far we walked because I don't wanna make it like an over exaggeration when it was actually not too bad. But
what if like the bus didn't dip? What if the bus driver was like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm not gonna be here tomorrow, so you guys are gonna have to take this bus?
Oh no, I mean I could tell you what happened. Okay, I figured it out. Shit, you know what? It's not that far. 3 miles? That's it? I don't want to believe that.
That's it, Roy.
3 miles? It took us...
Okay, well, you guys were young, so maybe it was a hot day too.
Dude, it was like right before summer break started.
Yeah.
So I remember, like, I also remember that day was when... I don't know if you cared about fashion back then. Do you remember the Adidas Superstars?
No.
There were these shoes. I forgot why they started blowing up, but... Yeah, you might recognize them. They're originally like this fucking like the 70s like Adidas basketball shoes. But there was a time back then in like 2016 when
these?
Yeah. Those shoes were like blowing up
and
popping. So like everyone was buying them, right? So like all the sizes were gone, especially for girls. Like they couldn't find a single size.
Every white girl had those, dude.
Everyone had them. Let's just say everyone had them because like at least everyone from like my church they're all fanatics over them. So I finally got my pair. Mm-hmm. My first day wearing them was that day.
Oh yikes!
Yeah. So we made the objective plan to let's fucking walk home. And here's what's really funny: about a minute or two, maybe like 2-3 minutes into our walk. If this was, I know for fucking shit, I don't even know if I do. We walked across the student parking lot, and that took about 2-3 minutes, just because I don't know if you remember. It's a big parking lot. Yeah. And we're walking towards Hebron Parkway, because you know how our school is off Plano Parkway, and then there's that road that takes you to. Yeah, so we're walking along that road, and what do we fucking see? Our bus roll by. Full of everyone that rides our bus.
So it
just kept going though. That's the crazy part. Like I'm sure the driver saw us and it just kept going.
Did the driver know you guys though?
Dude, I'm sure we've been riding that bus the entire year. You know? And say maybe it was like a substitute driver that day, but that bus just kept going, and all I knew was I needed to be home in 40 minutes. And so 3 miles in 40 minutes doesn't sound impossible, you know? What even is that pace? It's like almost 13 minutes per mile. That's perfectly fine. But you don't understand how many fucking intersections there are.
Yeah,
that is a red light every single intersection. And when you get in a red light in the suburbs of Dallas, that's like 2-3 minutes, maybe 4 that you're waiting because it just takes that fucking long for the transitions to go.
Yeah.
Especially if you're a pedestrian, it takes even longer.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Very
it's
true.
like you don't want to fucking die, so you want to make sure that it's your turn to go. And my friend, his parents worked, so they didn't necessarily like know when he gets home. So for him, he's kind of chilling. Like I know for him, it took him at least an hour 10, maybe hour 20 to just walk home. But I remember like about 10 minutes into our walk, I said, hey man, I really can't, I gotta run. If you want to run with me, we can do this, but I need to run home because my mom expects me to be home in 40 minutes.
You just took off.
So I took off. I ditched it. I just kept going.
Oh man.
And I say I think it took him an hour 10, hour 20 because about 30 minutes after I got home, I got the text from him, hey, I got home too. Like it took him 30 more minutes because he just walked the entire time.
Gosh.
Yeah, and this was like summer heat. It was about 99, even like 100 that day.
In your new shoes, dude.
In my new shoes, I fucking ran. And they're like the cheap plastic, so it'll crease after like you run too much in them. The next day, it just the crease. It was fucking insane. And not only that, I was wearing black jeans.
Oh, yikes.
With a white t-shirt, but I had a black like shirt. So I had to take that off and like I had to wrap it around my waist and run with my backpack. And dude, that was one of the worst runs I've ever been on. And it's like, dude, you just look so fucking stupid running in summer heat at 4 in the afternoon when the sun is at like,
with its backpack.
Peak. Yeah. And I have a backpack that I'm holding on my back. And this was like freshman year where like I just got into high school, so I try my best to like be productive and shit. So my backpack's pretty fucking heavy. You know, and I'm like running in shoes that I don't really want to run in, so I'm having this like awkward straight-legged run because I'm trying not to crease them, and I just look stupid. I have no water with me, so I'm like dying at every fucking red light, and everyone's just staring at me because like in America, you just, or at least in Dallas, you just don't see a lot of people walking.
Right.
You know, like our city's not really suitable for walking. You know, like the most you'll see is maybe someone on a bike, but it's either too hot, it's either too cold, or it's too fucking far.
Yeah.
You know, like you just don't think about walking anywhere because it's just too fucking far. Would you live in a city, like a dense city where you can walk instead of driving?
Like New York?
Like New York, yeah. Like say like you can live, like you can afford it and stuff like that. Would you prefer to walk around or would you?
No, dude. No. I like the suburbs.
You like the suburbs?
I like where we are right now.
Nice. Yeah.
It's very peaceful and calm.
Yeah. Like, I can agree with that 100%. I enjoy driving.
Yeah, I mean, city life, like, it's cool and everything, but I think it'd be obnoxious.
Yeah, you would be giving up a lot, I feel like.
Yeah.
You would have to sacrifice a lot.
Yeah, I feel like you lose a lot of freedom.
Yeah. And privacy, I would say, too.
Privacy is a big thing.
Yeah. Would you live in, so you wouldn't live in, like, a high-rise in New York City if you had the opportunity?
A high-rise?
Yeah.
Is this a nice high-rise?
Yeah, like you're on, like, the top floor.
Like a penthouse.
Maybe not top floor, but up there. You're up there. Like you're like.
Dang, that's a
what
different
if you
story.
have? What if you have an apartment that was like in the clouds?
You know, even if that's in downtown, I would. I'd
like
say
even here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
because it's nice.
Downtown Dallas isn't. I mean, okay, no, I don't know. Downtown Dallas is pretty fucking ghetto at night.
It's ghetto at night, but the scenery is nice.
Dude, I say ghetto at night. I've been there midday, and it gets pretty fucking ghetto in like the wrong areas.
Have you been to Uptown?
I have been to Uptown. That place is also pretty ghetto. I'm not gonna lie.
Could be worse. Have you been to Oak Cliff?
I have been to Oak Cliff. It's pretty ghetto there too. You know, I
think it's the most ghetto.
I think
it's the most ghetto.
Here. Yeah. I mean, hey, I don't know. I don't know why I thought of this one story where I've been to Oak Cliff once back in 8th grade. I had a shop in Oak Cliff. I used to be there every day.
Oh, yeah.
That's where I saw all the crazies.
Oh, yeah.
That's where I saw all the fucking bullshit. God damn. Okay, so we're an hour, 11 minutes in. How about next week we talk about that? Like the craziest shit we've seen at work.
Do you want to do it while you're...
We'll do that, and then we'll keep the surprise at the end. We'll do like 30-40 minutes of reminiscing, and then we'll save the latter portion for... And how about this? I think you should come up with trivia questions or something for me to do while I'm dying.
Okay.
That makes it difficult.
Okay.
You know, because like I think it'd be boring for both just sitting here, just like, and I'm just like,
and I'm just,
whoa, sorry, I'm not gonna do that. Right? Yeah, so I'm just sitting here doing my thing.
I'm just dying laughing.
You're just sitting there. Yeah, I think that would be pretty boring. So try to come up with something that we could do.
Alrighty.
So main takeaways of this episode today is that
be nice to your friends.
Be nice to your friends. Please be honest. Yeah. Value your friendships. Really value them, because at the end of the day, your family's gonna leave you. Not your family. Your parents are gonna leave you. Okay. Your wife is gonna leave you. Okay. Your dog is gonna leave you. But you know who won't leave you? Your boys. So value them, treasure them, and hey, if it seems like one of them really fucking cares, it might be that they really care. And please treasure that, because once they stop and give up, who's gonna be there? No one. Like I said, your mama gonna die, your daddy gonna die, everyone gonna die. But your bro won't die. Your bro is immortal.
Who saved you from the gulag?
Who saved you from the gulag?
Who saved you?
Who brought you back?
When you died in the gulag, who brought you back?
Who brought you back?
Who revived you?
Yeah, that's 10 grand I spent on you. Who brought you back? Who has your back every single time you try to peek A with chamber? Who has your back? Who's always ready there?
Who's always gonna no scope for you? When you say, "Hey, hit that no scope," who's gonna do it?
You know what he told me, bro? He told me that we would hit plat. Yeah.
This hurts him.
He told me that we would hit plat, and immediately afterwards, for 2 weeks, he ghosted me. Not even ghosted me, actually. No, he would promise to me that he would play, and every single time when it became time to play, he would be out with his ex.
All right, just to clarify this, Roy is the most hurt from this. I've been I've been in a mindset of, all right, I'm done with this. But him, it just kind of happened.
No, I'm over it. I'm just right now thinking about it more because I don't know how to bring this up to him. But you said you're gonna, so you can take care of it. And honestly, I kind of believe that if you tell him that, like you tell him how you feel.
No, because here's the thing. I'm gonna tell him, and I'm not even gonna wait for a response.
Are you just gonna block him?
Yeah, I'm just gonna send it, and that's it.
Oh, okay.
I don't.
But in it, are you gonna mention how you feel uncomfortable doing the pod with him?
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, you're out.
See, I don't even think, like, if you send him that, I don't even think he'll reach out to me and like ask.
He might.
I don't think so. I don't think he ever cared.
I mean, he might. He might tell and might tell.
Yeah, if anything, I might get a message from.
You should leave that out.
Oh yeah, sorry. I might get a message from his ex telling me or asking me like what's going on between him and you guys, and I won't respond to that either. I'm not gonna respond to that.
Just be like, none of your business.
Yeah, unless it's him reaching out. And again, if he reaches out, I'll just also do my like I'll just tell him how I felt all this time. And if realistically, I'll tell you straightforward too. If he does something to try to like fix it,
there's no need.
Okay, never mind then.
There's no need to.
Okay. It's not worth it.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. If you don't see a benefit in a relationship, like this is, I guess, like a main takeaway that I'm also gonna take. If something and someone isn't worth your time, like there's nothing wrong with dropping it.
Completely.
Like life is too short to worry about something else that you can live without. You know what I mean? That was deep.
All right, so this has been the 10th episode of HighT3Z.
This is the 10th episode. This is actually, this is something I just thought about right now. This is actually going to be a wrap-up episode. This is going to be the 10th episode of season 1. Next week, we're going to start season 2. But the podcast is going to go under a revamp. We are going to be undergoing a new name.
TBD.
So
TBD.
No, it's 2BD. 2BD. But that's just a short way of saying it. We're going to start carrying on as Two Brains Dropped. Yep. That is be our name.
You ruined. Why?
No, what do you mean?
No, you don't have to say it. You don't have to say what it stands for.
Oh, they're gonna know eventually.
No, they
like
won't.
they're gonna know. Like I'm gonna change the title to Two Brains Dropped.
Nah, you're just gonna just make it.
I'm not gonna make it too BD.
Dude, that's what makes it more fun.
No. I'm telling you, it'll look stupid on the app. I'm telling you, it'll look stupid on the app. When you're gonna look us up, it's gonna look stupid. So starting next week, which is what day is next week for Sunday or Monday? This is going up on the 25th. So October 2nd. So the first week of October, we are gonna be coming out as season 2. Two Brains Dropped. So again, if this was your first episode and somehow you made it to fucking hour 17 without hearing our intro, I am Roy, and this is our lovely co-host
Jeffrey,
and we are Two Brains Dropped, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye bye.